Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video. We're just chilling in the shop as always. It is definitely a mess, but we finally got 90% of everything, actually probably 95% of everything moved over. As you can see, I have my lift that I previously had from next door in the ground now, and then we got the good old dyno over. I just moved this yesterday. The past week, guys, actually the past 3 weeks, I have gone non-stop Monday through Sunday, just going crazy, trying to get this place ready. And so is Alyssa. We've been working really, really hard. But hard work pays off. You can see we've gotten a lot done. Look at the floors in here. I don't know if you guys remember what they looked like before, but they were absolutely atrocious. There was like oil caked in the middle, so we got a floor sander and sanded it all. You can see like it has like swirls in it. That's all from the sander. Eventually, I plan on painting this, like paint it in sections. I'll show you guys what we did to the office. Actually, my buddy Steve helped me paint it, but I watched, so I will know how to do it next time. You see this like white stuff? That's just the clear coat that I just put on it. I did it yesterday and I was like freaking out. I thought that this was gonna ruin the paint or whatever, but it dried, so I just put another coat on now. But this should look really, really sick once it's finished. But the key to this is the clear coat. You wanna make sure you got like a good layer sticking all over it, so you can see it's all nice and shiny. So this will be nice. Then we can get Alyssa out of working in the shop, taking up our shop space. It'll look a little bit better. But yeah, guys, in a little bit I'm gonna go next door and I'll show you guys everything torn up. I still got to get the injector cleaner machine over here. I still got a number of other things going on, but everybody's at work. We got we got Gio over here doing some injectors on a good old Blazer. Just getting the old injectors out and putting a new set of them in. It's like the spider gear set. So you're just replacing that real quick. What's up, what's up? It's like every time you record, you're not working on a Honda.
I know, right?
And then we got the new member to the team. We got Senor Leo. Say hi to the camera real fast. What's up, what's up? What are you doing? What you working on? Doing an AC compressor on a good old Trans Am. This one came with the LS in it too, so pretty sick. It's just automatic. I don't know why they would have got automatic, but we'll leave him to that because we got work of our own we got to get to. So as you guys know, this single cam we've been working on for quite some time. We're gonna go ahead and notch the block. I told you guys that in the last video. Today we're actually gonna make that happen. So I went ahead and removed the AC condenser. I got the lines out of the way. That way I just got a lot more room for myself to work. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this little incision right here and down here. And then I'm gonna put the turbo on and see how much more I gotta cut. Because as you guys know, you can only cut so much before you can't go back. So, or that didn't make sense. You can only take off so much before, I don't know, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Nice, it looks like all I gotta do is take off this little part right here, and it looks like we'll be good. I'm kind of upset how this log manifold, I mean, it's just been sitting in the box and you can see it's already starting to tarnish. That's pretty fast. Usually they keep these covered in grease. Being such an expensive turbo kit, I don't know why it wouldn't have been covered in grease. But that's kind of just kind of unsettling that it looks like that, but it is what it is. The turbo actually is the same way. It looks like it's tarnished. Usually they leave this in grease and oil and it's kind of oily, but it makes it last a lot longer so it don't look so old. But oh well, we're gonna go ahead and grind that, and I think I should be good notching the block. Bam! She is finished. I didn't need to take off that much due to the size of the turbo. It's a PT 5858, which if you guys have watched my old videos, you have seen this turbo on one of my cars. This thing moves. This thing is a lot of fun. They're good for about 600 horsepower, and they spool super, super fast. If you want a fast spooling turbo, highly, highly recommend the PT 5858. But anyways, so this is all clean. like I was saying about the turbo, if you got a bigger turbo, you got to take off more. My buddy Victor, I saw him do one, and he had to cut all of this out. You could actually even see the flywheel. He had to cut out so much to make it fit. But thankfully, we didn't have to take off that much. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up. I got a Dremel, so I'm going to go ahead and just clean it up, make it look a little nice. Even though you can't see any of this at all when the turbo's on it, I just want to make it look kind of a little bit better. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit, then mock it to make sure I'm all good to go. But I've already put it on once. It looked like I had clearance now. So I'm just going to clean it up and we'll get her on. Yo, look at that fitment, bro. This one looks so good. You can see I notched this part out right here where the nomenclature is. That way, when you turn the turbo, it don't hit at all. So we got a nice little gap there. It's not going to touch when the motor flexes back and forth. That's what I was worried about. I just didn't want it to touch at all. But we got a good gap there, it looks like. So that'll be it. Good
job, Ron. You did very well, man.
Yes,
I'm proud
sir.
of you, bro.
After you've done like a bajillion of them, it tends to get a little easier. This one definitely came out better. I like how it all just flows together. Kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that.
I finally got him to work, guys. I finally got him to work.
No, I've been really busy trying to get this shop to look nice. But you can also see the slave cylinder down here. It doesn't touch either. We got plenty of clearance, so it'll just be kind of a pain in the butt bleeding the clutch, but that ain't nothing but a thing. So yeah, that thing looks so good. We got plenty of room over here too for the downpipe. I can't wait to get that in and see what it looks like. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it real fast and try to mock it up. Damn, boy! That downpipe looks nice. You can see there's barely any clearance, but we do got clearance. It is not touching. So we're gonna put some heat wrap on it too, so we just got enough room to get some heat wrap around it. These AC compressors being that close, they will go out a lot faster. From what I've seen, you get about a year out of them before they start going bad. But getting that heat wrap on there will also help not dissipate as much heat onto the turbo. So that was it, guys. We look good. We got plenty of clearance, so if there's any flex, we will be good to go. And we got enough room for our slave cylinder, so we are looking good, guys. Look at that. Damn. I love having the turbo on this side. I think it looks 10 billion times better having the turbo right there. All right, sweet. So now that I'm done with the Civic for right now, I mean, we obviously still have a lot of work. I'm not finished with it, but we got it notched. We got that part done. Just went ahead and started on this Nissan. It came in with an oil leak, and I looked and it was leaking literally right from the filter. So I recommended us doing an oil change on it first and then see what's going on with it. But it also came in for another problem. It had some smoke coming from the tailpipe. When you hit the gas, it was smoking. So I just looked over the engine, didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I hit the cat. The cat definitely didn't feel like it had anything in it. So I recommend, oh, I just put grease on my face. I recommended doing a compression test. Check, make sure it's not leaking, because it does look like it is burning oil. It definitely looked like oil that was coming out the back. So we will go ahead and do a compression test and see what we got. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the oil change. Gio is just finishing the injectors. He took lunch and then came back, so he's just finishing the injectors. We got Leo over here doing AC on an EK. This car was also having some electrical issues, so he's gonna look over that. We're just gonna keep twerking. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the compression test, and I'll show you guys what is the outcome. I went ahead and ran a compression test on the first two cylinders. Looks like everything is good, but I noticed that our spark plugs have definitely seen better days. So I'll have to definitely put some new spark plugs in her. Yo, this is by far the worst spark plug I have ever seen in my life. Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right, so Gio is just finishing up the compressor. He just put it in and he is charging the lines. It looks like we're all good on refrigerant. I wanted to show you guys out here what I'm doing. So there is a top-notch tree service. If you're in Lakeland, you need a tree cut down, please hit them up. I rent some space to them so they can park their vehicles here because they got a lot and it's kind of hard to find a place to park it. So they pay me monthly to keep their cars parked here, and part of our agreement is all the trees that they get that they break up into like mulch and whatnot. they dump it here. So what I'm doing is I got all this area. So shop door is there. Excuse all the mess there. I got all this area here that they're gonna just drop all of this mulch. So I'll have all of this for parking. Plus over here, you can see we got tall bushes and whatnot. All this, I drove through it the other day with my truck, you can see right here. But all this will be covered with mulch. You can see there's a big pile of mulch over on the other side. So all this will be covered and we'll have a whole bunch more space, which will be sick. I can't wait, I'm super happy about this. It kind of worked out. He's got to dump it for his business. It's kind of hard to find a place to dump it. So now when he just parks his cars, he can dump it here. So I can't wait to get this all finished, nice and smooth. And I'm gonna probably park here in the morning. And then we just got a lot more room for project cars. And I got a camera right there. I got a bunch of cameras out here, but there's one like that sits right here. So I think it'll be cool. But yeah, as always guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call the video there. It is 5 o'clock, so it's time to go home. But as always guys, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.